You know, this is kind of amusing to see these two female aura both standing with their heads bowed low. But yeah, well, one, I guess, finally decided to get some confidence in herself and move along. But yeah, the poor Gagusho Tsukio, she's got her head down and she looks so sad. It's kind of disappointing when you think about it, but in any event, we're going to move on here. So, greetings, people of the world, and for those of you living in Canada, happy Canada Day! Matthew back with you here in Novaura Autism for another live webcast. And today I'm going to show off to all of you the final content from patch 3.3, the main content that I've yet to show. We've showed off the main story, the side dungeon, we've shown off the insane fight at the Weeping City of Mach, which, and I don't know how this happened, somehow the item that you get for clearing Weeping City of Mach, it's not in my inventory. It's not in Matthias' inventory somehow. I have no idea how it happened, but suffice it to say I'm pretty pissed off. So I have to go back through it again, and I also have to go and do Void Arc again, because apparently you need to do that in order to be able to get yourself a high capacity tombstone. In the meantime, Wayne and Aqua, welcome to this evening's webcast. But yes, tonight we are leaving Idleshire, even though it's sunrise here. And we are making our way back to, well, it was sunrise, but all of a sudden, boom, rainstorm. But in any event, we're going from the rains of Idleshire to the snows of Ishgard. Because tonight, we're showing off the last 3.3 content that I wanted to do here with Matthias. So, it takes us to Foundation, and will take us to someone who we have not seen in a while. The person connected to this particular individual is actually standing right near the main Aetheryte here in Ishgard. Those of you who saw my patch 3.2 webcast, the first 3.2 webcast, you might be familiar with this gentleman by the name of Seer, who we mistook for a woman, but actually turned out to be a man. So it's with Seer whom we must speak. So let's go ahead and do just that. With a challenge entitled The GG Situation. Seer must once more enter a world he does not quite understand. I pray this more finds you well, Matthias, or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas unearthed under most suspicious circumstances after all, and who can say what secrets, or heresy, it might hold. Therefore the Inquisition will conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must, destroy it. Yeah, Seer's stuck in the old ways, even though we've all moved on. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the Inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? I have as much luck at doing that as anyone else. Fury be praised, at least you have seen reason. Let us pray he will as well. I am given to understand that while the Inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Fortemps Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. Fortemps Manor it is. Yeah, we're not going to meet with the Counts or with his sons. Our main responsibility is to find Hildibrand. So off to the last vigil. And it sounds like you guys are enjoying some Canada Day cuisine by the sounds of your comments, which already piques my interest. But yeah, here's Inspector Hildibrand, along with Assistant Nashu, and the little Vivi mammoth we found from Final Fantasy IX that apparently found its way here into Carathan soil, Gigi. So let's go ahead and speak with the one and only Inspector Hildibrand. Verily, we shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the Shovelhelge to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the answers we seek. Every day, grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hells! Just so. Such is the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. As he will pose for you, and apparently Gigi has learned how to do it too. Yeah, he models very well, doesn't he? Well posed, Gigi, well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Wow, a mammoth as an inspector? Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you to surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Well, hello there, Matthias, and Inquisitor Shear, ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when it is plain that he is merely a precocious young lad. Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl. As if those big, beautiful, boxy eyes are the soul of femininity. Not so pleased, were you not witness to the magnificent display of Mandevillian masculinity mere moments ago? That's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. Yeah, like that, huh? Yeah, let's see who can pose better. Gigi likes it. And Matthias approves for some reason. Seer, of course, does not. Like, I gave you an order. Master Griffin? Inspector Seer? What is all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Oh great, Count Edmond's got our dirtiest hands with this. Oh Lord Edmonds, my sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I am come to see this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the inspector before you arrived. At which point they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi a boy or a girl? 'Tis clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fury take me, not you too! Has the whole world gone mad? You know what this reminds me of? There's an episode in Season 2 of Star Trek The Next Generation that a member of the Federation comes to hold Data on trial to determine whether or not Data should be considered a person or a machine. And so Seer obviously is in this particular position. Fine, but even supposing that Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined he is not a threat. I beg your pardon? Miraculous resuscitation? Well, actually, this is what happened. I see. Then until such time as Gigi recovers his memory, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House Mandeville. I will even stand here and witness here and now if you wish. Like, what? Adopt? Then that will make me Gigi's father? Adopted, of course. Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, of course I'll do it. I, Agent Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Mandeville. Papa Hildy! The Inspector's finally become a father! It's so beautiful! Quite. Now that you no longer need fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I will strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmond. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son. We must away. Seer with his nose in the book like, how do I make a ruling on this? Oh, Helone, I will not presume you to question your grand design, but... confound it all! Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. So do so. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is hale and healthy as ever. Not that I would ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent. Yeah, thank you for that, Count. Although, perhaps under the circumstances, Mathia need not wear his Azure Dragoon armor for this particular journey, so let's get into something more... Well, actually, you know what? Strictly for comedic effect, let's have him wear his old Manderville outfit. Because yeah, you do get one after you clear the first set of Hildibrand mysteries. So yeah, this just makes more sense to do it this way. Now, Gigi actually did not go that far. Getting into him, though, that could be another story. I mean, you are permitted to do crossovers, so we are allowed to do that. So, Gigi. Gigi up to something. Come now, Gigi. Surely gazing upon this wondrous work of Asgardian architecture shows something within your soul. This grand manner of House Durmaj Tump's part. Pray, do not fill the mammoth's head with such nonsense. That is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know. I work there. And good evening, Skylar. Nice to see you. Furthermore, I'm quite certain that there is no house Durmaj Tump's part. And that is a rather ludicrous portmanteau of the 4 high houses, including that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing. I say, rather than parading him above all the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of his god's famous chocobos. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, hey there, Skylar. Yeah, I'm glad I could help you earlier today with playing as Corinne with getting to you through over past Garuda and also through Zamel Darkhold too. So yeah, once this webcast is done, if you're playing as Cynthia, I'll make sure to come back to help you out with anything else you may need. Chocobo stables are at the Sky Steel Manufactory. And I imagine not a lot of people will be on because people are probably still getting back from the resumption of the server because it was taken down for emergency maintenance for 5 hours earlier today. Alright, Gigi, we gotta speak to you apparently. 100,000 to go. Well, that means I'll be able to take you on a trip through Aurum Vale. The dreaded Aurum Vale. A splendid specimens of horsebird flesh would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take the first place at the Shosha. These chocobos are the pride of Asgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos, it might help. Oh man, I can't smell. But apparently he tried to. It didn't. What else can we do to jog its memory? You know, just because you found him in a Catherine snowbank, it doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets and exposing him to all manner of goods from across Eosia. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. I don't necessarily think that's what he was getting at. Wait, I am now complicit in this farce? Fioi, forgive me. And now I'm dressed up like them too. Oh, didn't we forget someone? Well, here's the chance to snatch Gigi away. But I want one! I want one! Buy me a chocobo, please, father! Oh no, it's a boy talking to his father, not a daughter. And then spots Gigi, and then, oh boy. It's love at first sight. Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. Gigi, Gigi, Gigi. As in help? Or maybe he doesn't even notice? Yeah. We're not even going to pay any attention to that thing. Am I that strange looking? Oh, that's kind of disappointing. Next stop is the Jeweled Quasir, so back over to the other side of Ishgard again. Yeah, we may have to double back quite a bit in order to accomplish what we seek to do. Alright, let's run along through everything we see and get over to the far end. Where is Gigi? Here we are. Well, at least we made it here safe and sound. Something else that's also happening a lot. Cutscenes aplenty. Why bother? It's no use. Now, Gigi, you must not give in to the spell so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, Gigi, spirits. Uh-oh. Hildibrand, being the clumsy oaf that he is. You are gonna pay for that, right? Or is it up to me? Like, how do I get myself out of this? My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? And of course, completely oblivious. One waged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase costs. How much am I paying? 123,540,000 gil at last assessment. 'Twas over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and 1 duke. And that's a lot of money. 100 million gil! Yeah, I don't have that money myself. Oh, Halone, why have you forsaken me? Here's my question. Why was that vase being put out on display in the first place? Think you can rebuild it there, Gigi? Yeah, I think that's about what he's gonna do. Ta-da! No harm, no foul. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah. Like, yeah, he's mad. He's capable of magic. Like, yeah, I'll take the credit. Yeah, and the inspector like, yeah, I'll take the credit for putting it back together, completely uncracked and unscratched. It's a miracle! Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself! Did I do that? I don't know, Steve Urkel, did you? Gigi, my boy, that was marvelous. You're a born artisan just like father. Papa, Hildy's Papa. Your grandpapa Gobert, the man who woke you with a few gentle taps on the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he can do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands, I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours. But he probably won't be able to do it on demand. Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand you all acknowledge it. This mammoth... Yeah. Sir, I say sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless vase. My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price. Papa, please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we cannot deny the truth no longer. I am a mammoth. Gigi, whatever has gotten into you, you are my son. You are a Mandeville man. Listen to your papa, Gigi. You're a Mandeville girl through and through. Stop it, both of you. You're not my papa or my mama. And yeah, off he runs. He has powers he doesn't understand. And that's why this particular quest is ending. Well, it is only to be expected. Gigi is not a rebellious sage. Strange as it may sound, I too tested my parents' patience, and that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I. I say we find out what's got him thinking he's a mammoth. But he is a mammoth. How can you not? Oh, never mind. Don't bother trying to make the light of the situation, Seer. It just doesn't work. Alright, Hildibrand, off to quest number 2 with the measure of a mammoth. Hildibrand knows in his heart that love transcends dimensions of time and space and definitions of man and machine. The course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildibrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, you wish, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead. The latter should probably freak Seer out. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammoth. We should begin by speaking with the sentry stationed at the city gates and the airship landing. Fury, help us if he has left Ishgard. We need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy while the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gates near the manufactory, after which we will regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed. Very well. I just realized... Oh, okay. I was thinking to myself, why do my shoes look exactly like Hildibrand's? And then I realized, oh, that's right. It all makes sense now. So we gotta go back to Foundation. And it said the manufactory, so we'll go there. Yeah, it shouldn't have even been out there to begin with. Period. Now, is this in the... Or is it, okay, that being a bit confusing here. Is it actually up here or is it down there? Oh, okay, you're over here. Hair warts. You have a weird name, sir. Like, here is a wart. Let's get some Compound W to deal with that. Little fellow with the white-brimmed hat. Ah, he came through here, bought passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. One of them was named Lalafels, right? Funny little buggers. Seems keen to be anywhere but here. Mistaken for a Lalafell, huh? Well, not all that hard. Well, if Gigi left the city, it was not by the main gates. On the sentries at the airship landing, I've seen no one matching his description. I have. Falcon's Nest? Theo, take me, we must return to that freezing pit of despair? Wheresoever Gigi goes, I will follow him and find him, and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to those frozen wastes. To go back to where he was? Nah, that's not what I had in mind, but of course, you always get it backwards. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the winds. Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when I last saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become more morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was in fact a mammoth. One might say he even remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to Western Kethis, that famous breeding ground for heresy where we first found him. Home to his heretic masters to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. Siri, you're turning into Share Bear, and that scares me. Refer to episode 48 if you don't know what I'm talking about. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch! Inspector, I'm starting to think that Inquisitor Seer might not think very highly of our little girl.
It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings as he voiced them explicitly. Until such time as he does, we should endeavour to surreptitiously bring him round to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Chiefly in all things, Nashu, that is the Mandeville way.
Yeah, let's go and investigate further into this. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and warp ourselves to Falcon's Nest then. Yeah, it says we can just go there by foot, but no, I like to be fancy. I'd rather do it that only the way a warrior of light can. And so that is exactly what I have just done. Alright, let's find Seer. Thankfully, it's not a far journey. And we found footprints. Do they actually belong to Gigi, though? Haha! I knew it! The mammoth immediately left the outpost and looks to have heading north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she looked them square in the eye and told them she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector, I think I just had one of those moments, you know, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Garbert. I did tell her her grandpapa might like to see that trick of hers.
Brilliant deduction, Nashu. He must be eager to meet his grandparents.
The self-same ones who announced when he declared you were not his father?
What a fine young gentleman, eager to explore his heritage. Let us make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandeville's beckons.
I really can't be bothered. But you're gonna go along with it anyway? I mean, after all, you do want to catch those heretics. A whole pack of them. Fresh meat to take before the Inquisitors. Alright, further down the line. And we're apparently going to be following footprints. And I think that combat gear is going to be required for this. Trucks continue to the north. Alright, and go again. Yeah, that is Gigi on his back. And people are throwing snowballs at each other for some reason. The mammoth lies motionless in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speed, which we are currently looking at. And now ate him. She almost looks like she wanted someone to break it. My head. Oh, it's you. You followed me. That's right. And I'm not alone. Oh, Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he is glad to see that you unharmed. It would seem he was struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks. These dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged? As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi. We manivores are made of stronger stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times from moments above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. Much to our chagrin. Poor Seer. I expect the earth was no less brilliant for the experience either. Why are you... Are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? Yep, doing squats. What good fortune to cross paths with you lot from so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian. But how rude of me. Would you care to join us? It'll be our pleasure. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandpapa Godbert. Mama Nachu says you wield the powers of life and death. I beg you, Grandpapa Godbert, grant me life, make me a real boy. He's not a fairy. This isn't Pinocchio. At least not yet, anyway. Yeah, even Matthias shocked by this request. I want to be a real boy! And whenever I lie, my nose is going to get longer than my body is tall! And now for pure, unadulterated decimation. Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little. I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy. And of course, Tidy Whitey, it breaks out the Tidy Whiteys. Ah, poor Seer. Yeah. Why do you always do your best work in your Tidy Whiteys there, Godbert? Can we get an explanation again? Or for that? But yeah, how can a... And the robe has disappeared. Are you gonna clothe him? This body, it's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpapa Godbert. Thank you. Oh, but I have not even begun to begin. Beauregard, guard my hammer! And... Ouch. Yeah, who said we're the only one kids capable of a limit break? And how come the rest of us are still standing, but Hildibrand got knocked onto his back? And... it's exactly the same. Was fanfare really necessary? Papa Hildy, I'm a Manderville man. Well, you certainly have the physique, we will not question that. However, you're... like, where do we even begin? The absurdity of the Hildibrand mysteries. Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Yeah. It's gonna be like... yeah, it's one of these classic scenes. And it always ends horrendously. Papa Hildy. And of course it's the natural, it's scrolling itself. And you're not a fan of Pinocchio there, Skyla? Like, it's so beautiful! Watching a classic movie trope of reunion. That's gonna be completely botched. Like, oh man, like why are you going windmill? Yeah, he's gonna windmill you. I think you're gonna get a right cross here, or a right hook. Yeah, or even a clothesline. Yeah, we're wrestling now. But it's a clothesline of love. Yeah, sorry, Skyla, it's neither of those. Whoa, look how puffed his cheeks are. Yeah, Godbert turned him into from a mammoth into a pro wrestler. And Hildibrand couldn't be happier. Like, it's a clothesline of love! And he even dances like them too. Yeah, like, take that, father. Now that brings back some memories. I'm sure it does, Godbert. Now put your clothes back on. Papa Hildy. Oh dear, who could have done such a thing? Oh wow. It's her newfound strength. Oh, now you went back to yourself. By the Fury, it's just like the Vols all over again, miraculously restored to its original form. Like, what happened? Yeah, now that you put your dad on his, making him do the ostrich thing. Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put this, more manageable. Yeah. And much more adorable. But how can I be ever accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth? Don't know. But I imagine you'll find a way. Is that what's been troubling you all this time? But why didn't you say so? But he already did. But that's Hildibrand's eternal ignorance. Yeah, ignorance is bliss for this poor guy. And so we must pose again. Mandeville is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor, a gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammoth, you look them in the eye and say, nay, I am a Mandeville mammoth. And so, yeah, he must join in the pose. But he has no teeth. So how's he gonna have his teeth, how's he gonna get a sparkle in his mouth? Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but circumstances have forced my hand. I had formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of Horst Mandeville. Ye gods, I knew he was fond of the mammoth. But did you hear that, woman? Our son's gone and got himself a son. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandpapa Godbert. It all makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julian. I've been waiting the years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. Few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. And good evening, Miguel. You just missed the best part. And it's not some Godbert walking around in his tidy whities. And Seer, in the meanwhile, what's caught your attention? Julian losing her mind? And what's so bloody grand about it? Yeah, I've seen... Well, actually, this is worse than what we've seen before. Gentlemen, whenever you're ready. Yeah. That was so happening. And for some reason, not sure is happy about this. Julian, you can turn off the red now. I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody buggering mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. Yeah, whatever you say there, female version of the T-800. Fury, take me. I heard the tales of dark nights before, but no, it couldn't be. No, I think it was something far worse. Heretical like as not, but rules be damned. I'm not risking my life to find out. So then don't. Like, no one's stopping you from... Is it just you and me all alone? Ah, poor Seer. They're mad. Utterly mad. The whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence I will never understand. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. Before today, I didn't even know a mammoth could even have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammoth. Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? Fury, take me. The idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to wit. Follow procedure. Report to your superior. One step at a time. One step at a time. Yeah, be on your way there, Seer. Meanwhile, I don't believe they're Asian, but I think they're just as dangerous, whoever they are. But we have to return to Foundation to speak with Seer and complete this particular part of the quest. But will there be a third after this? If there is, we'll stay with it. If not, we'll switch over. And then we'll... well, actually, we may not even need to. But yeah, it starts at the... If this quest finishes at the same place the first quest started. Right then, my superiors have been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Mandeville, as witnessed by House Wharton. Proceeded to take me to task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is the product of heretical machinations, and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories, and thrown himself wholly into his new life as a Mandeville mammoth, casting about for any hint of a case alongside of his doting father. In any event, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say there is something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that vase, and itself, to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I have ever seen before. Oh, so is that it? Really? After 40 minutes they're calling it? Yeah, I guess they are. That was too short, actually. Way too short. Yep, so I guess that's the end of part 2. But yeah, way too short. That was way too short. Alright, Seer, then I guess we'll see you again in whatever patch this continues on, because, yeah, we really haven't reached a mystery aspect to this story yet. Because all we've pretty much seen is conjecture, really. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now then. Well, since this is over, we're pretty much, gonna move on now. Yeah, I really wish that somehow I did not lose my that one thing that I needed. So for bonus content for you guys, yeah, and Fury take me for even thinking of this, I'm going to see if I can jump in on a mock party. Oh, there we go, but 87 minutes? Holy crap! These guys are either right at the end, or these guys really suck. If they're 87 minutes in... Okay, so it's Califasteri, so it's gonna be the last boss. Like, am I really gonna get a gift here? Turned out to be a good decision, if anything else. So I got drawn into Group B, and they're struggling. Groups A and C, though, are doing just fine, and Califasteri has 30% of its HP still left. So yeah, sit back and enjoy the show, everyone. Meanwhile, while that's going on, there's something I need to look up, so I'm going to make a quick run over to my cable to see if there's something that's still going on. No, they finally finished it. Okay, because yeah, when I started this webcast, finally, after 19 innings, the Cleveland Indians finally beat the Toronto Blue Jays. After 19 innings. Yeah, by the time it got to the end of the 16th inning, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to watch this anymore. So, yeah, at that point, I really didn't care who won. But yeah, now the Cleveland Indians, 14 straight games. So who ended up being my Zaman Zeeble, huh? A white mage, but I'm guessing you also are jumping in late? Because yeah, only our team's tank is still standing. Well, at least they've made it this far. They haven't given up. At least these guys never gave up. Which makes me glad that I didn't jump in late or jump in earlier. But even then, this thing is not written in stone yet. There's still 10% more of this sky to go through. But yeah, A and C are really carrying this team. Why is it seems that I always get drawn into parties that turn out to be the worst ones whenever I come here to mock? It doesn't matter whether it's with Mathia or whether it's with Corinne. I always get drawn with the worst group. But props to these guys for not giving up. Oh, there goes B's tank, as well as C's tank, with 5% play. Well, at least they gave her a quick res. Wow. Completely ruthless. Double limit break. Well, someone better use it now, because you're not going to be able to revive all those people. Yeah, talk about crazy. Come on, you guys, finish it off. I get the credit. Thank you, guys. I don't know who to give this to. Never again. Yeah, people are already swearing off this place, and I don't blame them. People are already swearing off this place, and I don't blame them. Well, I'm not going to take this stuff yet. We're going to wait for another time to do that. But yeah, I have nothing further to contribute because I had absolutely nothing to contribute. Alright. Think we'll get lucky again. Let's see if we can get the Void Arc. Let's see if I can get a jump in on that party. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I had chosen to join in progress, but apparently they didn't think so. Alright, Void Arc. But yeah, that was hilarious. But nope, we're gonna have to play the whole thing. Which is actually fine by me because, yeah, it's about time I got something that I've been needing for a very long time. But in order to get it, we're gonna have to do the entire length of the Void Arc. Unless this final tank doesn't queue in, and that means we'll have to go, and who knows, we may get lucky. Alright. Yep, last one gets in, so let's go ahead and do the entire Void Arc after being gifted a one-way ticket to the final boss at Mach. And looks like we've been drawn into Group A. And let's give an emote to our brother or sister Dragoon. And we do have new players, so there will be a bonus attained as well with this particular run. Here we go, Void Arc. Let's start wailing on these guys. Let's start with these creepy Anzus. Wow, groupie, you're not doing much over here. Like, it's supposed to be one enemy per alliance. That is how it's supposed to go. Watch stuff get ripped up. Your turn there, Cloudlarker. Oh, we're gonna bring them all in? Okay, good idea. Yeah, that really surprises me that challenge with Hildibrand was so short. If I'd known that to be the case, I probably just would have done it as an individual episode. But then it wouldn't have been as satisfying, because most of the content I've done for you guys within this patch has been live. So I figured it only makes sense to give you a live finale for patch 3.3 of Heavensward. And then the next content, of course, will not be until patch 3.4. And that will likely be in the fall, so you guys will definitely have to stay tuned for whatever we do in patch 3.4 with a story of Heavensward. And also, I still need to edit the content for the Weeping City of Mach for the stuff that I recorded separately. So I still need to do that. Repent and be saved. Like, are we having a gospel choir meeting or something? Like, repent and be saved! Let's protect this house. It looks like Zamal Katarin is doing plugs for Under Armour. Yes, sir, Mr. Under Armour. We will protect this house, even though it's not our own. Like, we are the invaders here, but yeah, who are we to judge? This is apparently our house. Yeah, shameless plug for Under Armour. One and two. Yeah, trying to avoid disaster as much as possible. Alright, ads on the field. Let's go get ourselves some ads. Alright, took care of him. Watch out for all the water. And thread the needle on it. Alright, water evaporates, so let's keep going. Hey, come back here. Yeah, you come right on back. I'll teach you a thing or two about respect. Oh, yeah, I see people being targeted for something. Oh, pups. Here with the pups. I guess Force of Will is more than confident in our abilities. Yeah, we're definitely moving around a lot. Get in there quickly. Safe. Oh yeah, look out for that. And steer clear of such fiends that try to drop AoE in front of us. Or on top of us too. Oh, excuse me. And I just realized I used my one thing already. The Maki Penny and the Maki Farthing on something else, and that was a enhanced ring. Oh, what are the ones that are going inside? And somehow Dalmia Isla got in here with us. Yeah, we must break ourselves free. We must ensure our survival before we drown in here. There we go. Yeah, how did that happen? Because the way that's supposed to work is that only people within a certain group are thrown into that. Unless they're making up for the fact that there had to be an 8th person because one party does not have 8 members. Yep, look out. But yeah, I may want to use the next couple of days to do some stuff with Matthias as far as getting his tomes up again. But yeah, we got this. Alright, there he goes. Oh, hey there, Mom. Oh, thank you. And you as well. Alright, off to part 3. Oh, no, they're not gonna allow it. Yep, someone moved. Someone moved, so we gotta deal with it. Oh, you got that knot? Okay, I'll take this knot then. People don't read chat text. That's what it's there for. Oh, you already pulled him deep. Oh, not back on the field. Yeah, no wonder I couldn't attack. It was intended for the knot. It is strictly intended for the knot. Oh, look out. Wait, and we go. Get them out, there we go. Alright, back over to the knot again. Hey brother, nice to meet you too. Well, good that you could help me out here. We know where the real danger is. Anyways, yeah, that is a vine. Well, we gotta go deal with that now, don't we? We gotta go deal with that. As much as we don't want to, we don't have a choice. Oh, but only now we gotta deal with the knot again. I'm not gonna get any help here on this knot, am I? But I'm not the only one who's not getting help on the knot. Yeah, thanks guys. I know we're trying to deal with more bulls, but they're not the people that we're trying to deal with here. Yeah, we know, Chopper Guy. You mentioned that in your previous time you came to this live webcast. Yeah, vote him out now. Yeah, of course. That stupid rule. That rule is stupid, so we might as well just go ahead and fight level 4. Because yeah, 12 minutes in and we've already made it to Irminsul. Yeah, whoever this enthusiastic tank is, Riku Izanagi of Group B, he needs to slow down. Oh, it's the healer that's holding you back. Alright. Yeah, and Cirilla Fiona, I don't know what you're doing over there. With your funny ears. And I wouldn't be getting... I would back off if I were you, because if Sawtooth gets too close and he decides to attack you, it's your fault. Let's hang out with my fellow dragoons, like Ibarra Dolthun, huh? Okay, so he's got a lot of the stuff that I have, or to some extent he does. Is he gone? Well, it says finding members. And someone yeah, we voted him out, so let's go ahead and start fighting. Yep, you got the vote done, so let's go ahead and just move on to fight Irminsul. Wait, where are the bad guys? Right here. Where's the other kid? Oh boy, yeah. That one's getting a free meal. Yeah, good job, people. Didn't even notice the kid behind you. Hey, it's not my fault you guys aren't paying attention to ads. Because yeah, a few days ago, for the first time ever, we actually wiped here because of the fact that no one was paying attention to the ads, and Irminsul got to develop to its maximum growth. But thankfully, it looks like this group is not as stupid. Oh, wait a minute. That one archer is back? Holy shit, why is he here again? Where are they? Gotta deal with them. Well, he's gonna get a heal because yeah, I'm not gonna catch him. Yeah, I'm not gonna get myself as part of the feeding frenzy. That is a big no-no. So now we have to sit back and relax. And watch as 3 stupid people from Group B got themselves killed. And why is Sawtooth over here? Explanations, people! Well, thankfully I got it, but people, however, did not. And just keep going here. Enemies approach. Gotta get rid of them fast. Oh, but this is not gonna help. This is not gonna help. Well, at least I got that taken care of. Yeah, they're all dead. Yay. Step aside. Alright, Owen's still almost dead. Oh, my brother, no! Let's help things along. Alright, down goes Erwin's Stool. And next up is Sawtooth, who has a very sizable portion of his health still around. But we will soon take care of that. Alright, that takes care of them. Ooh. Yeah, now that this stuff can be exchanged for seals, I am definitely taking advantage. Alright, time for the transition over to level 5. Yeah, it is there, Ichigo. By the way, welcome to the cast. Still waiting for people to jump in here. Uh-huh. Nice. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Alright, let's get our group over on this side. Let's do this. And there goes 1 and 2 and 3. Now for the Blackguard to show up. Oh, ads. And I was like, where's the AoE coming from? And then I realized, oh, ads. Yeah, this place always has a copious amount of ads. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, almost gotcha. There we go. Now let's hurt you, Blackguard. Once the next wave of gargoyles comes around. Alright, you're almost dead. There we go. Off to the next section. And now we're descending. Descending into the very tormented area that we're going into next. Yeah, I know. Actually, if you were here for a previous webcast, that archer was actually in my party a few days ago at Weeping City of Mach. That guy is still there and still has not changed into a bard. Yeah, he claims to have never found where that person is. That's their argument. They claim to have never found where that person is that changes you from an archer into a bard. But yeah, I had that exact person last week. It was in a webcast. You guys can go and watch it if you're so inclined. But yeah, that was actually a thing. Yeah, you guys only notice this right now. And coincidentally enough, he's right next to me. Lazy Bo. Well, he definitely embodies his name quite nicely. He definitely embodies his name quite nicely. Yeah, it's like this guy's trying to be Sailor Moon or something. Speaking of Sailor Moon, have any of you guys seen my new video today for my Let's Play of Okami? Because yeah, I may have found that game's version of Sailor Moon. Yeah, I mean, that's just pure unadulterated ignominy right there. That people are constantly heckling you and harassing you about it. That it's something that you should have, and the fact that you don't is just ridiculous. I wonder if he ever has belonged to a free company, or if he's always been like, I can do this all myself. Because yeah, he really has no clue what is missing. Especially the level 45 ability for the bard that I helped one of our free company members get. Skyla, you're still on right now, so yeah, earlier I helped Skyla's avatar be able to successfully clear, get to a point where she could clear the level 45 challenge for the bard, but holy cow, I did not realize bards had it so hard to get their gear. I did not realize bards had it so hard to get their gear because we went, she needed to get help with having enemies cleared out for her. Which you would think, well, like you would think that's not so bad until you realize that not only were we doing that, but we also had to go to pretty much every corner of Eorzea to get all of the gear that she could get at level 45. And we were going to some really weird places too. We were going to the Sylphlands over in the Istra where you go and confront Ramu. We were going to the northern Thailand past to where you where Castor Meridianum is and the Praetorium are. And like, holy cow, bards! How did you get screwed over so badly by Square Enix on trying to get your gear? Because I've done the level 45 gear run for the White Mage before with both Mathia and Corinne, and I thought those were pretty hard because you have to fight your way through a whole bunch of the name is a bit eluding me right now. Durandals, the headless pieces of the headless sentient suits of armor. You have to fight through those things in the North Shard in order to get some of the White Mage gear. So to see what Skyla and other bards have to go through to get their gear, I'm like, holy crap! because my bard with Mathia is at level 31. He's my lowest warrior, Realm Reborn warrior class as far as the experience level is concerned. And I was like, holy cow, that is insane. You bards are getting your butts handed to you for no reason. Speaking of butt handed for no reason, let's seal the deal on Kuchalan, even though they might kill this thing before I get my number break off. Let's nod and say we did. Alright, off to the finish line. Off to the finish line! Yeah, good thing the strength in numbers definitely helps when you have a free company. Alright, Echidna. It's time for Knuckles to get his comeuppance. Sadly, we don't have Rouge to assist us. But yeah, Skylar, when you get to Heavensward, you're gonna have to put up with stuff like this. So I hope you're taking notes whenever I do these live webcasts. I hope you're taking notes on how to fight all these bad guys that you're gonna have to fight when we do when you come to do Heavensward content with the rest of us. Alright, let's take out Echidna. Yeah, it's even the same final boss music as it was over with Caliposteri over at Mach. Yeah, where do you think you're going, Echidna? Come back here. I don't have that yet. I don't know I pressed that. Yeah, look at all this DPS we're putting out. Ah, I like that transition there that we just did. Alright, time for... Oh, no, it's this mech. We gotta bunch up to help produce damage or take none at all. Oh, nope, it's a split screen. Yeah, Knuckles, you're not digging your way out of this one, unfortunately. Ah, they lost their tank. Did Group B. Oh, turn it around. And continue. I wasn't expecting to get knocked back. Oh no, that's right, Group A, Group A. I'm so used to being Group B, it seems like the last few weeks whenever I do Mach or Void Arc I get Group B, so I'm always constantly thinking to myself, go to where B would go to where B would go. But yeah, you don't need to do that here. 1 and 2 and then 3. Wow, our group is really kicking Echidna's ass. So that means more love to share with everyone else. In fact, I won't even be able to get a hit on Dexter. Which is fine, because he's a deranged criminal to begin with. I've never seen the show Dexter, but I've heard about the premise. And it's pretty creepy. But it's not as if I haven't heard of stuff that's even creepier than that. I think I just saw a number that said 5943 that came from my attack there. Which is fine with me if that was indeed true. Anyway, how did I get this aggro? Tank, do your job! You gotta kill these things together. But only if you're doing your job. Alright, get back up. Battle Litany. Oh, is this the spread out shot? Yep. And conveniently, I put myself in the right spot. A few take damage, but nothing we couldn't handle. Nothing we could not handle. Alright, let's go ahead and start setting ourselves up. Because yeah, we knew we were going to have to get to that point. That's why I didn't use my Blood of the Dragon, because I was waiting until we got to this point, because I knew it was going to be close. I knew we were going to be close to that point. Sure if you want to... crap, I got petrified. Never saw it coming. Which is typical for us Dragoons, we never see it coming. But yeah, we're still head and shoulders above everyone else as far as kicking butt in this place when it comes to dealing with our respective ads. And I doubt I'll be able to get this off again before... Alright, go. Right, there's nothing stopping us really from going and using the double limit break now, because it's not going to get the triple. Thanks for the carry. Yeah, the archer not afraid to admit that he is a complete idiot. Yeah, it was. Well, it turns out we have 2 people get through to the end. Well, we knew that we're first-timers. Accommodation has to go to my brother. No choice. You're passing on the lid because I've discovered it to be completely worthless. And I only rolled a 7 on the wind-up echidna. That is never going to get it done. That's never gonna get it done. I imagine it would be. And your name is pretty confusing as well. SLTCKFF71 up. But like I wouldn't even know how to pronounce that, but I'm glad that you have joined in on this webcast with me. What's the currency looking like? Oh, we got enough. We got enough. So let's go ahead and make our way over to Idleshire. Gotta go to Idleshire for this one. Because yeah, it's time I finally got an enhancement to my lance. It's time I enhanced my lance. But yeah, it's still really bothering me here. Oh, hello there. Oh, congratulations there, Trinth. And welcome to the cast. You must have had a lot of really good help to help you get that far that fast while you were still under the free service. You must have hooked up with a really good free company that was willing to go the extra mile to help you get through all that stuff in such a short period of time. You should be very proud of yourself for having such good friends. That'll be enough to get me up there. Then Bertana. I am giving you as soon as I can find it. Where was that under? Who has my... Who had it? Because yeah, I have 10 tokens of lore. But I'm trying to get the... Oops, no, not that. Crap, I'm trying to remember where you find the person who gives you the high capacity tombstone. Because it wasn't Rowena. I mean, that's the free company. Because yeah, there should be enough of them to know what the heck to do. Or maybe you guys can throw me a line here and help me try to remember who I give the matcha, penny, and farthing to in order to get a tombstone. The lady with the white carbuncle? What was that? It's going to be this, though. A teddy bear hug? I'm trying to remember who to exchange the Maki stuff to for a high capacity tombstone there. Sure? Oh, that's right. And I don't think I've done the... I think I've not got what I need for... Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, reward already received. So yeah, I have to wait until the next reset. Yeah, I know I have the tombstones. It's just a matter of actually getting what I need now. Or rather, I have... I know what I mean. I know what I'm thinking. You know what I am thinking right now, though? Since I know I can't get it until reset, I might as well go ahead and get enhancements to my armor. Because I can at least do that. And I want to get my chest piece to be the first. So yeah. Don't know if you could have heard that, but we want to Oh yeah, that's right. I still have to exchange. I still have to exchange stuff. Ugh. I keep getting ahead of myself. That's my greatest mental flaw, is that I always get ahead of myself. I'm always thinking, okay, I've got all this stuff that I need. Turns out I am skipping steps. I would like it to be God of Twine this time, please. Alright, there we go. But yeah, get a look of it at this Stephen Amell awesomeness. May not be Arrow, but I'm still can rock a body with Mathia. Alright, icon gear. The helmet, if you'd be so kind, or the mail, if you'd be so kind. There we go. Let's go ahead and put it back on. Alright, now it's up to 226. And since this kind of clashes with the rest of my look, let's go ahead and be what we always know we are best at being. There we are. So my HP is now to 17,319. That's pretty good. And I won't know what my official defense is until I get this after my protect wears off. But yeah, I really like the fact that my attack is now 1,213. And when next reset comes around, it'll definitely be higher because I'll finally have the elusive 230 weapon. I'll finally be glad to have something like that in my arsenal. Oh wow, one of the healers from the journey in the Void Ark was actually here on the same server with us. Yes, it is. Absolutely there, Ichigo. Yeah, it's more in line with Mathia being the Azure Dragoon than anything else. Anyway, since the sun is setting on this day in Idleshire, and I am one step closer to getting even more stuff, yeah, because there's the sun going over the mountains. It lets you know that the day is almost done here in Idleshire, and so is this webcast. So, yeah, I was thinking we were going to be going for a little while longer there with Hildibrand, but since we couldn't, I decided to give you guys a little extra content with a fast-forward gift to a finish at Weeping City of Mach, thanks to some 23 very willing victims, as it were, and also, as well, going to the Void Ark and accomplishing stuff there, too. But we're going in the right direction as far as getting more stuff and getting more gear is concerned, so I can only imagine how much more stuff we can get. But as far as Heavensward main story content for patch 3.3, I'm pretty much done and satisfied with what we've gotten. We've gone through the main story, we've shown off the side dungeon, we've shown off Weeping City of Mach, as painful as it is, and we got off to show off the new set of quests with Inspector Hildibrand, even though there were only 2. And so, yeah, I wish there were like 4 or 5, because they used to come in like groups of 5 and 6 back in the Realm Reborn days, so to only see 2 is kind of a disappointment. Nonetheless, that's going to do it for patch 3.3 content of Heavensward, but that doesn't mean that I'm done streaming stuff with Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. Now that it's the summer, and now that it's July, my biggest worries about stuff that I needed to get done with my volunteer responsibilities are now past me. June was a really busy month for my volunteer work, but I'm happy that I now have it behind me, and I can now focus on getting back to stuff like, of course, doing my Okami Let's Play, doing Super Mario Sundays featuring what will be, of course, Mario Kart 8 for the duration of the summer, and of course, doing live streams for you guys. So I hope that I'll see you guys whenever I do my next live webcast. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching the finish to the patch 3.3 content of Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And as day turns tonight here in Idleshire, I'll see you all again. Until then, this is Matthew and Novaura Autism saying take care, and I'll see you soon.